Time for the sports right now. Ben Johnson, you might recall, lost his Olympic gold medal because of steroid use. Now in the first of a two-part series, John Snyder reports on a man whose steroid use cost him a great deal more. John?
Good morning, Mike. Anabolic steroids have been used over the years by some athletes to build weight and strength. But steroids have very dangerous side effects. Doctors have warned strongly against their use. I talked recently with a man who ignored a warning. He paid a heavy price. All of his life, Bob Hazelton has been an athlete. A football player, boxer, weightlifter. Except now he does his weightlifting in a wheelchair. Both of his legs have been amputated, the end result of excessive steroid use over many years. His story actually starts 20 years ago.
He's in trouble right now, immediately.
In 1969, a 22-year-old Hazelton met another young boxer, George Foreman. The physical difference was obvious. Foreman, a heavily muscled 220 pounds. Hazelton 6'5", but a very skinny 185 pounds. Foreman won easily, and after the fight, Hazelton started using steroids.
Foreman belaboring Hazelton, and down he goes.
I knew that I wasn't really a full-fledged heavyweight. So then I moved to England, and that's where I had gotten in contact with these other guys over there that wanted to train and manage me, and they started me on steroids to gain more weight and size.
As his steroid use continued, he started having pain in his legs, circulation problems, and large blood clots. A host of doctors over the years could not diagnose the cause, until he talked in 1977 with a doctor in Las Vegas.
And I told him directly that this was most likely the cause of his the blood clotting problem he was having in his legs, and I strongly advised him to stop.
Despite the warning, he continued on steroids. 9 years after George Foreman, he fought former light heavyweight champion Bob Foster. His physical change is obvious. Weighing over 225 pounds, he won easily. But continued circulation problems in his legs ended his boxing career. Still, he continued using steroids as a weightlifter, until finally the blood could no longer flow through his legs, forcing their amputation. First the left, then the right.
One doctor told me before I lost my right leg that he wouldn't even do surgery on the right leg unless I promised him not to take any more steroids. Because he said if he did surgery and got everything to where it was all right with my leg, and I go back out in 6 months to take steroids, it's only going to kill me. And he says he just might as well let me die in the hospital.
He's been off steroids for 2 years, but the question remains, why continue steroid use after being warned by a doctor? His reason, perhaps, is the same given by athletes who use steroids today.
If you're healthy and strong, you want to pay any price to get what you want. You'll take as much drugs, as much steroids as you need to become a great athlete, to make all that big money. But the thing of it is, there's nothing guaranteed going to tell you that once you're taking steroids that you're going to be able to walk away and be healthy again, or in 6 months that you're not going to wind up in a wheelchair or dead.
Tomorrow, Hazelton will talk of others who have used steroids with serious consequences and of his efforts to make sure that others do not make the same mistake.